Taste of Tobago. I am your host, JW Moore, also known as J Soul, and I will want to be spending just a little time with you. I hope that's okay. I want to thank you for inviting us into your home, inviting us into your space, and I want to remind you that in case no one has told you today, you are special and you are fearfully and wonderfully made. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and of course, the Amplia network. Now, let me just give you just a rundown of how this usually happens. Thank you to Tobago Updates Television for providing quality entertainment. And remember, I'm just a small part of the team that makes it happen right here at Tobago Updates Television. So first of all, we get into the good stuff. This is our good stuff segment. And we use this segment to highlight and empower and give you some positivity on our sons and daughters, our kings and queens who are doing wonderful things in the space, who are doing positive things and impacting humanity in the world and of course our Caribbean region. So I first take you to the Newsday. Let's check out this article. Peter de Leon harangues all year round. In Moruga, Peter de Leon and many of his family members are well known, and even after moving to the US more than 20 years ago, he never forgot his roots. His deep love for parang music and anything related to Christmas never wavered despite the location change. De Leon, known in the music industry as Peter D, as well as Peter the Parang Boss, originally from Basseterre Village, has been flying in the Trinidad and Tobago flag high in New York. You know, I just want to really give kudos to our sons and daughters who are not with us in this space, but are doing so many positive things regionally and internationally. Our next article, a tongue twister there, is from the Trinidad Guardian. Let's take a look. A fresh breath of dance at Queen's Hall. Breath of Dance Theatre recently staged celebrating a stronger return at Queen's Hall St. Anne's. The youth-focused group, found in 2012 by Precious Cornelius with just 2 students, has blossomed into a thriving company of 30 dancers offering tuition in the genres of folk, modern contemporary, and urban styles. The group's name was inspired by Cornelius. The motto, "To dance is to breathe and dance equals life." The dance recital was first live stage performance after a 4-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So a breath of fresh air comes to you at Queen's Hall. You guys do not want to miss that. Our Daily Express tells us about using AI to improve productivity. Artificial intelligence has emerged as one of the most transformative technologies of the 21st century and the current 4th industrial revolution. The ability of machines to learn from data and making decisions have revolutionized many industries, including retail, finance, and health care. One area where AI has shown tremendous potential is in increasing productivity in businesses. We all have been interacting with AI in some form or fashion and in our daily lives, but we probably just didn't realize it. So the Daily Express, the Trinidad Guardian, and of course the Newsday is bringing it to you live and direct. And you guys definitely need to check out what is going on in our space and to check out what our sons and daughters are doing. And so this brings me to the second segment, and we are going to just give you just a rundown of who is on the brunch set today. So it gives me great pleasure to really speak on my first guest. You would guess who it is, but I will just give you a snippet. She is the queen bee. She is the mother of the king of soca, and she is here to speak on a book launch regarding this wonderful, wonderful literary representation in the life of the King of Soca. And we will be joined by her for our first segment. So that is for our Life Diaries segment. Secondly, we go to Tobago. Asabi Caterson joins us, and she's the co-founder of Tobago Island Market. So you guys don't want to miss out on that. Our book club is on afterwards. Ms. Jewel Green George is joining us today as well with her guest, Emily Bowler, for the book club, Inside Out, Upside Down. So you guys definitely don't want to miss that. And of course, our resident chiropractor is back, Mr. Pelham McSween, and this is for our Health Corner segment. Chiropractic adjustments is what we will be discussing today. So please take a seat, get yourself ready, and don't go anywhere, okay? We need you to come on back and be a part of Brunch, A Taste of Tobago. We seek to inspire, we seek to empower, and of course, educate on anything and everything that is happening in our Tobago space, our Trinidad space, and of course, the Caribbean region. So we're going to take a break and we're going to be right back with our Life Diaries segments. Don't go anywhere. Come back and sit with me on the brunch set. See you guys soon.
And the most vibes, and the most cars, and the most price. The most giveaways, the most parade. Having a Christmas season with me mobile. I want a Christmas season with me mobile. Bring me sorry, let me toast to a Merry Christmas. Having a Christmas season with me mobile.
Plan, sign up, or pay your bill for Christmas. Be mobile. Life is on.
So your car break down.
Oh, no, not again.
And you're worried paying a wrecker could mean a pocket breakdown too. But when you're insured with Tatil, no stress.
Yes!
A Tatil motor policy has lots of benefits that protect your pocket. Like free roadside assistance. That's free 24/7 every time, as many times as you need. Tatil, where people are people. A member of the Ansa McAl Group.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum glass, competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supply specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
that I love about doing this show. You know, I meet so many people, so many spheres, so many walks of life, so many experiences. And my first guest is no different. It gives me so much pleasure to speak with, you know, this wonderful queen, as I call her, because to me, you know, representing and representing in life, in family, you know, all these aspects that are so important. And we have been on the journey with her over the years, and she's finally here to speak on this wonderful book entitled The King of Soca. I give to you, my brothers and sisters, my kings and queens, everyone watching Brunch, A Taste of Tobago, Queen, as I call her, Elizabeth Montano. And she's here on Brunch with me today.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What a magical entrance.
Yeah.
Very, very, very grateful to be here. For having
Yeah. You know, I've been waiting to speak with you for so long. Before we went to the break, you know, I was talking about the journey, and I felt like everyone was on this journey. And what better way to really, you know, give us that insight than to put it into that literary world, that literary space. So just let's delve in. How did this initiative come about? How did you think, okay, I think I should put this into a book? Let's take a journey with you. Just tell us a bit about how you came into
good. Well,
this
I'm a
reality.
professional student. So in 2018, I graduated with my master's degree in philosophy. And for my dissertation or my thesis, I did Monk Monty, the making of Monk Monty, which of course is Machel. And I looked at his journey, and I looked at different eras, 40 years. And I did my thesis, graduated, and it was a lovely thesis, but it was very academic. And I was not allowed to do some of the things I wanted to do, because to tell a story of Machel or a Caribbean artist, it must be in color.
Right.
You must have pictures, you must have illustrations, articles, and everything. And I wasn't allowed to do this for my thesis. So I decided, well, I want to get it to the man in the street, to the youth, to the young person, to the young artist, to the naysayers, to everybody, so that they can learn, or they can hear, or they can experience with me. And I call myself the ultimate insider.
Yes.
I've been there from the beginning. So that when, unfortunately or fortunately, when the pandemic came about in 2020, I used that time to adapt my thesis to the book King of Soca. It took me 2 years, and I launched it last year, and I have been on the road with it since.
Yeah.
So it is the life of Machel Montano in terms of his musical life and even his personal life, and it is my presentation or my gift to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and even the diaspora and maybe the world.
Yeah, and you know, the life of Mr. Double M, Mr. Monk, you know, Monk Monty, whatever you want to call him, but the King of Soca, it's so fitting. It grabs you because, like I said, you were on the journey from the beginning. And we were talking, and I said, yesterday, it's so amazing the way things happen. Yesterday, Too Young to Soca comes up on my YouTube feed. And so, you know, sometimes you could be looking at Calypso, you could be looking at certain things, and then YouTube gives you a suggestion. And Too Young to Soca came up, and it just took me back. It just took me into a place of just how young Machel was coming into this forum or this platform where mostly everybody else was adult.
Yep.
In the business for a while, you know. So what was that like? Let's just take a step back, you know, entering into that adult dynamic. What was that like for you as a manager, as a mom?
Well, that was in 1986. Machel was already 4 years into the business.
Right.
His journey started in 1982, and by 1984 he went professional. So he performed in 1984 in Madison Square Garden, and he went to Paris at the age of 9.
Right.
And that is where we discovered he really, really had, you know, international appeal. And if you look at the book, the cover of the book, I use a classic picture of Machel being lifted up by Sparrow, Kitchener, and the Shadow in 1984 at Madison Square Garden, almost as though they were presenting him to the world. You know, I said, you know what, this is the picture that I should use, and I did. But that was, as I said, in 1984. Then in 1986, this is when he did Too Young to Soca, and this came about because of 1984, when they said that he was too young and he should have been in school and whatever, and we decided we wanted to do something like that. So we took it to Joker and he wrote the song. And then we entered the big people business, and we started to sing in the tent spectacular, and he was a hit. We went to the semi-finals. Machel came first. Then we went to the finals. He was the only child there, and again that was an experience. But the good thing about that is that Machel has that massive support team, so that no matter what is outside, the external doesn't really affect the internal, because we always kept him safe, and we always had him there, and he knew that it's only a turn of his head and we would be there. So the experience was up and down, but he was inside and know that he had it covered.
Right. And you know, we followed Machel Montano for his entire life. I feel like he grew up with us. I feel like he grew up on TV. We grew up seeing him. And I know that so many persons, you know, figured to themselves, well, okay, I believe I can do this. I believe that I can, you know, have this appeal if I set my mind. So he inspired so many of us. And the thing about it is, you were there every step of the way. And I love the fact that you worked with so many people. You know, you love working with the youth. You know, there was this resonance with videos with our young people singing and doing patriotic dedications, and you know, all these things are so integral for national pride. And I think that's what you represent, national pride. And one of the things that really stood out for me, this is even before Ecstatic came about, which we'll talk about in a while. But one of the things that stood out for me was Take Me Back Africa. This was one of the performances that really, it brought so much awareness. And I remember looking at that video. Thank you so much to CITV, because they have like this compilation that they do. And so you see all of the greats. You see Terra, Sparrow, Kitchener, Bomber. You see all of the greats. They have like compilations that they do. And Take Me Back Africa is one of the songs that always resonated with me. The melody, the performance, the stage presence, the lyrical content. Let's talk about that song for just a moment. How did it come about?
Well, that was in 1991.
Yes.
Machel was 16 years of age. And again, Monty, my husband, and myself, we always had this consciousness. And Joker again wrote this song for us, and Machel sang it. But at that time, the reach to Africa was something different. Not many people saw that, but we have always kept our children, you know, in sync with their ancestry.
Yes,
and it took us how many years? Over 20-something years for this to manifest. Because Take Me Back Africa is now a reality.
Yes.
Because Machel has been working with Africa. Machel went back to Africa recently in August. Machel took some young artists and writers and engineers to work with producers and writers and artists in Africa. Then he did a song, not a song, well, an album. We produced an album with Hugh Masekela just before he died. And I don't know if you remember this song where they say, meet me the meeting place, where we had that show last year. Well, that's the song he did with Hugh Masekela. And he is working with Africans, bringing them, and he's going there. He does charity work. And so that this, after decades, is now coming to life.
Yes.
So it's never too late, you know, and now that he's more matured, he is able to really look at that and make that connection with ancestry.
Yeah, and it's so important to make that connection.
Yes.
It allows you to come into a reality of your own. And so everyone has a different journey. Everyone is not the same. And sometimes, well, all the time, let me not say sometimes, all of the time, you come to a point where you have to take that journey. No one else can take it for you, no matter what anyone else says or demands or feels that they're, you know, entitled to dictate what you do.
We all have different paths.
We all have different paths, yes. And you know, one of the things that I absolutely love about your family is because you always give back. You're always giving back. I love the work that you do with young artists. I love the work that you do with the youth. And like I said, I have been looking on for a very long time, and giving back is so important. You know, giving that space, providing that forum for artistic development is so important. And I love the fact that, like I said before, you were willing to work with the youth, and you were there for this entire journey. So you saw all of the changes, all of the evolution, all of the, you know, parts of the journey. Some are sweet, some are not so sweet, sometimes are so happy, sometimes are not. And you know, as a mom, you've got to be proud of Marshall. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you came to that point, because where you say that you like the idea that we give back, I think it is even more than give back. I keep telling people that we have made a very conscious effort to inculcate in our kids certain core values.
Yes.
Monty and I came out of the Black Power era.
Yes.
And that was in 1970, and our children were born in the 70s. One was born in 72 and one was born in 74. And we were in charge of a lot of young children in Superior. My husband and I were teachers. So we taught them certain values at that time so that they could be proud of whom they are, and they could also share. So we taught them the values of sharing, values of loving your own, the importance of education,
Yes.
right? The importance of being resilient, the importance of working hard. We taught them that input equals output. And you have an opportunity now through education to improve yourself or develop your potential. So we taught our children these values. Yes. And everybody will say, oh, Liz, oh, Monty, you all must be proud of your two sons. One is a big entertainer and one is a captain with Caribbean Airlines. And I tell them, yes, I'm proud of that. But what I'm even proud of is that the core values that we taught these guys, I see it manifest in them as men. And that's what we're proud of.
Definitely. So King of Soca, the 10-year, well, not 10, 40.
4 decades.
Biography. And you know, it takes me back because then is where you realize, oh my gosh,
He's been around.
so long ago. You know, and still doing so much. I know of so many entertainers internationally, regionally, who would have gotten their start with Marshall. And this is the quality that I'm alluding to in terms of giving and sharing. And there are people sometimes who have a craft, they have a gift, but they hone it and they hold on to it and they don't share, they don't express the fact that I want to leave this legacy with you. They don't do anything. So they have it, they hone it, and they keep on holding on to it, and then they leave
And some
the
die with
earth,
it.
and it's gone with them. And that is something that we seriously have been addressing. I think the narrative is changing just a little bit. But in terms of King of Soca, Anne Mitchell Gift Auditorium, just remind us of the day and the date, because I know so many persons are looking on and they would want to be a part of it. So just remind us when we can come. I know it's the Anne Mitchell Gift Auditorium, but the day and time, just remind the viewers.
Yeah, well, it's tomorrow, which
Right.
is November 30th. We chose this time. Michelle was 49 last Friday.
Right.
He's now celebrating 42 years in the business from the age of 7. And we decided we wanted to do it not just in Trinidad, because Tobago is so much a part of us. We have a home here in Tobago. Michelle is always here. Michelle is involved with youths from Tobago.
Definitely.
So tomorrow at the library, we'll be there from 6 to 7:30, and we are going to launch a book. We are going to share those 4 decades, the early years, the Winer Boy years,
Yes, sir.
the HD high definition years, and the Monk Monte years. You know, I'm also going to read. We're also going to hear from the Signal Hill Alumni Choir. And we're going to
Wow.
get some, we're going to have a time, you know.
That sounds like so much fun. I'm getting excited, and I'm not even there yet, but I'm getting so excited because it's one thing to have all of these years in music. It's another thing to impart so much change while you were there. That's the thing. And it brings me back to the point where so many people do not share, do not try to lift others and impart knowledge. And this is what makes Marshall Montano stand out. This is what makes him stand out.
Foundation, I go back.
Yes. And you know, it's so important what we teach our children.
Yes.
It's so important what we impart in them. Core values, as you said, is so important. Yeah, it's vital. And you would have been a young mother in that time where Trinidad and Tobago was, you know, going through like a revolution.
Yes.
That Black Power era was like you'd say, that was a whole other vibe.
Yeah, the oil boom.
Yeah. So it you know, it helped to really shape what was being taught. What was home like? Was home like full of music all the time? Everyone is singing all the time. What was it like at home?
Home was very structured.
Yeah.
Because, as I said, we were teachers, and we always had schedules, so that our children lived by a very strict schedule, but then they lived a normal life.
Right.
So you'll see them playing football, you'll see them running around barefooted, and you'll see them having friends over. Like our house was the place where the young boys, like Farmer Nappy, and they would come across,
Right.
and we would teach them and share things with them. I have kids right now still working for me, and I was their guidance officer in Separia. Right. You know, people like Peter C. Lewis, and then I have a very close assistant, Simone Bacchus. They have been there with us since the 90s. So our home was a place where the youths came, we had fun, and we took them places. We introduced them to Port of Spain, we took them to Tobago, we took them abroad and everything, so that to give them that experience. And we taught them the same things that we taught our children. And it all happened right there in our home. So we had a good time. Our children were involved in extracurricular activities, and that's where we discovered Marshall.
Definitely.
You know, so it was a happy home.
Yeah. And on that note, we're going to take a break. We're going to be right back with more Brunch, a taste of Tobago. Please Stay with us. I love you. I love you. I love you. You are wonderful. We're going to be right back with more from Elizabeth Montano. See you guys soon.
Light up the Christmas with the best fiber. Surfboard channel switch to Amplia. Thousands in prizes, plenty smart TVs. 1 year free service and free groceries. We surfing with Amplia. We winning with Amplia. We been drinking with Amplia. We winning with Amplia. Sign up now for 50% off plus a chance to win over $100,000 in prizes. Call 800-4663.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can't beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Back with Brunch, a taste of Tobago, the king of soca. Now the name is so fitting to the person that it's about. And this is one of the things that I love, that you can have so much experience and put it into writing. This is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing. So we're back with my Auntie Liz, and I'm thinking about all of the evolution that took place. So we had the ecstatic years, and then we went on to HD. I have it correct?
Well, we started with the Panasonic years.
Okay,
Panasonic.
Right.
Because we lived in a village called Prana Homes, meaning a breath of life. So we had Panasonic. And then from Panasonic, we went to Ecstatic, which is an acronym, right? A lot of people don't know, and they spell it Xtatic.
Right.
But I always correct them. It's Xtatik. The X came from the Panasonic Express, and the Tatik came from Trinidad and Tobago International Kings. And when you talk about ecstasy or to be ecstatic, one of the meanings is a musical rapture. So that is how that name came about, and Monty, my husband, gave that name to the band. And we went on to Ecstatic, then we went Ecstatic 5.0, and then we went on to HD. HD was in 2007. Again, that changed. Marshall had the early years, and then the Winer Boy, and then in 2007, even before the world or people were very aware of HD, he became the first human HD.
Right.
Because he read about it, and he knew about from analog to digital, because he is a recording engineer by profession.
Right.
He studied in the 90s. So he was able to take that up very quickly and transform his band from analog into digital. And we went from 2007 to 2014, when he was becoming more matured. and he went into Monk Monty. Again, Monk is another acronym, Movement of New Knowledge.
Oh.
So that went from 2015 to 2019, Movement of New Knowledge, Monk, where he says he combines the present with the past and bring it into the future, and the future being that technology and that movement. Where in 2019 now, he realized, but knowledge is never new. Knowledge has existed, is forever, it's everlasting. So therefore, he changed movement of new knowledge into movement of now knowing. He says that the information, the knowledge is always there, but we're not aware of it. And when we get, we know that knowledge. So that's where it's at. And then he's moving now into another phase where, for the people who follow him, will know that he is now following in the footsteps of his mother and father.
It's in academia.
Well, he always was, because that's his secret. His secret is not the singing or the dancing or the performing. His secret is his brain. So he's now studying. He's in his final year doing his master's.
Right.
And he chose master's in carnival studies. Because again, it's a thing with Marshall. Marshall is not a frivolous person. So whenever he does something, he does it with purpose. So he decided he's not going to do anthropology, right? He's going to do carnival studies. And he went to, he's at UTT. Chokdas is one of his professors.
Oh, wow.
And he's studying carnival studies because this is his business.
Yes.
And when he talks about it, he wants to talk about it from a knowledgeable perspective. Right? And he say, you know, Trinidad and Tobagonians and carnival is ours. No, carnival started long before Trinidad. It originated in Africa. Then it went to Europe, it went to Spain, and then it came here. But when we brought it with our experience from Africa.
Yes.
But carnival didn't start here. So when he talk now, you will hear him talking, and I listen to him and I say, you bringing out that now knowing.
Yes.
You know, so he's very excited, and he's in his final year. He's preparing to do his thesis, and he's doing it on pan. And he's doing it really connected to Superior, Superior Deltones, and with something that is very, very relevant to our situation in Trinidad and Tobago now.
Yeah. And you know, I just love the fact that you said doing things with a purpose, because it weighs so much on what you want the results to be, because you're focused. And it's not just being spontaneous, it's not just being, as you said, frivolous. You have a purpose. And so nothing, no one, no thing, no energy, nothing can deter you, because your focus is there. You know, and this starts from teachings that you would have, you know, implanted from as young as they could understand.
Yes.
And so this is what brings, you know, great pride as a parent, because you see, all right, I did something right. I contributed positively, and you know, I'm watching, we're moving forward, we're going forth, we're evolving, which is so important as a human being, as a creative, as an artist. Evolving is so important, and Marshall has evolved so many times, and I feel like we've been there for the ride. I feel like we've been a part of his journey. You know, one of the things that really stands out for me, and this is because if I'm looking at a performer, something has to reach out and grab me. Something has to pull me in and say,
Yes.
hello, I'm here, listen to what I'm telling you. Something has to pull me, and that is something that he naturally possesses. That is an attribute that he has. Once you hear that voice or that intro, you You
wonder
can't
what's
help
next.
it. Like, okay, let me see what's going to happen. And that's it's such a natural gift. It's like a natural light. And I'm so happy that you saw the potential from such an early age.
The age of 5.
Yeah.
Saw it.
I'm so thankful, because had you not, we would not have the gift of him being a performer, an ambassador, because that's what he is. He's an ambassador, and anywhere that he goes, there is that patriotism, there is that pride. The way he mentions Trinidad and Tobago, make sure and sound out all of the syllables, and so it's something that I personally I take notice of. And I got to say, I am so proud. I am so proud of the work that you I remember for the ecstatic era, we were in high school. And let me tell you, big truck, animal, whole sea of my classmates, we were going down the road jamming to those songs, and it just takes me back. It still does something to me even today.
Because that was an era when soca changed.
Yes.
The face of soca changed. And the reason being, in 1996, I don't know if you might have been very young, that was the Bajan invasion. That was the Alison Hines time and Square One and these young Bajan people.
Right, yeah.
And they took Trinidad and Tobago by storm. And we said, Marshall said, no, we can't allow this. Like, he didn't complain, because they were the ones all over. They were the ones hiring. They were the ones that were getting high pay and everything. We didn't complain. We didn't go saying, why not me?
Right.
Why not me as a Trini? No. Marshall said, we got to do something about this. So in 1996 into 1997, Marshall took the entire band into New York. We rented an apartment, and everybody had to stay there. And we recorded. And Marshall wrote the song Big Truck, which came from the year before, when we had moved Carnival to down on the foreshore. Right?
Yes.
And these trucks were going so fast, and you had to run behind the truck, because you can't keep up these spaces. And he came up with the idea. And he said to me, lady, what's the one thing, the biggest thing for Carnival, for anybody? I said, the big truck. He said, that's going to be Road March. And he took them to New York, and everybody, Farmer Nappy, the whole band, Monty, my husband, and myself. And that is where Big Truck came up. That is where Farm came up. That is where for Nappy, Tai Pretty Girls. You know what they say? Yeah, Music Farm.
Yeah.
All those came out of that album. And that changed the face of soca. Because Marshall introduced, remember, soca was high pace. And in the middle of the song, he slowed it down. And he introduced the Hawaiian guitar. And then just when he went back up. Now everybody is doing that.
Pace, yeah.
Now everybody, you understand? And that really, really changed. And from then, it was no looking back.
Yeah. And Auntie Liz, I am so happy that I had the chance to talk with you. There's so much I wanted to talk about, but unfortunately, time is upon us.
But it's in the book.
Right. So we're going to just go back to King of Soca, the 40-year biography of Marshall Montano, written by Elizabeth Lady Montano, which takes place tomorrow, Thursday, 30th November 2023. At the Anne Mitchell Gift Auditorium, Scarborough Library Facility, Garden Side Street, Scarborough. Time 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. RSVP, of course, 685-3379. Let me repeat that, 685-3379. So once again, thank you, Auntie. Thank you for sitting with me. And, we are going to keep looking on because you guys are doing so much, so many positive things. And maybe the next time you come, you can bring Marshall along and let's have a jam session, and do the thing right.
Right.
So we just wish you blessings from our family to yours and of success, of course, in whatever you endeavor to do.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure. And tomorrow night we will be selling the books there and you'll get an autographed copy.
Definitely.
And if you keep it, and anytime you see Marshall, you could get him to sign it also.
That would
So
be
we're looking forward to everybody coming out tonight. Thank you for all those flattering words.
Yes, and kind. These are facts, so they are fitting to the person who sits before me, and that is the positivity that I get, and so I give it.
I appreciate hearing it from such a young person.
Yes, yes, and we will be right back with brunch, guys. But before I go, let me just give you our trivia question for today. The Kimmy Museum is sometimes called by another name. What is that name? Our answer at the end of the show. See you guys soon. We're going to be right back with more brunch, a taste of Tobago.
This Christmas, speed is on us. Get up to 300 megabits per second of speed with our new Link Up Plus plan. Enjoy more speed, more channels, and free streaming for less. Plus, introducing Link Up More with up to 1 gig download speed. Download, stream, video calls, share memes, and more. Get free installation when you sign up in-store or online today at discoverflow.co.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Jimmy's Holiday Resorts has 1, 2, and 3 bedroom, fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars, and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments, complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV, and a pool, and a mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch number 1, the building formerly occupied by Coastal. Our grant and electrical inspectorate services can be accessed at number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, building 1 and 2.
Like I said, we have so many various persons entering our space today, and today is no different. We're going to be talking about the Tobago Island Market. I wanted to make sure I said the name correctly. And this is something that we felt that we needed to bring to the masses. We need you to have an idea that it's even taking place. It's such an important part of who we are as Tobagonians. And my next guest, it gives me so much pleasure because I feel like a proud aunt this morning. And I'm going to be speaking with Miss Asabi Carterson, and Asabi is going to be telling us about the Tobago Island Market. She is actually the co-founder of this wonderful initiative. So Asabi, good morning to you.
Good morning, Miss G. How
Yes,
are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm really excited to be here and just want to thank Tobago Updates for supporting us again. Always lending a supportive hand, and we are so grateful.
Yes, and one of the things that I love, and I say it all the time on this show, I love when the youth have something positive to say. I love when the youth are doing, wonderful things. Let's highlight that. Let's continue to bring that positivity. Don't just show when we fighting in school and doing the most and creating a whole vibe. We are doing great things as well, and we need to highlight that. Yeah.
Yes, the island is doing great things, and that is what basically led to Tobago Island Market being formed. Our focus is about securing a safe, wonderful environment for commerce to happen between small business owners and the community of Tobago.
Right.
Right. It was birthed out of a desire to make sure that there's a consistent space for that. Because as you know, Tobago has so many talented people.
Oh, yes.
We have a lot of talent vendors. And when Gian had this idea, it was obviously so easy to support because it's the truth. It's what we need. And the island is flourishing. So Tobago Island Market provides that space on a consistent basis, which is our goal.
Right.
Right.
What are some of the things that you want to see changing? What is the conversation like with regards to agriculture? Are we seeing many more young people getting involved?
Well, yes, I will say so, because through our markets, particularly the one coming up, the first market of our December series is taking place on the 9th. That market is taking place at Shore Park Food Hub from 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
Right.
You're going to see a wide variety of vendors there, including the persons from the agricultural sector. So we have persons with flowers, we have persons with plants, actual plants, persons that are bringing produce, different things, a nice variety. We are seeing changes where throughout our markets from 2021 to today, we're seeing more persons have actual agri items that they themselves produce from their farms and stuff like that. They haven't been there at every market, but we've seen them attend enough that we can be like, oh, this is growing. Or at least persons are there just to market what they have.
Right. And I'm loving the fact that you said marketing. Are we changing? Is the face of business in Tobago, agriculture in Tobago, is it changing? Is the narrative changing? Because these are some of the things that usually come up. This conversation is like a buzz every day, all day. Is it changing in your perspective?
I believe it is. We still have a way to go. I'm a transparent person. I think all our vendors know that about me. Everybody who's in my hemisphere knows that I'm very transparent.
Right.
We are doing well. It had to change because persons had to adapt to the market. I mean, before we came on, we spoke about COVID and how it caused a bit of a change.
Oh, yes.
And it's so important to know that we were able to launch a market in COVID. Right? We operated under the restrictions. We opened our arms to everyone to register. They did. We had successful markets during COVID, and that reflects how many persons started businesses during COVID.
Right.
So that it speaks for itself when you see the progress, when you see the variety, when you see the return vendors. At least that's the perspective I can speak from.
What about registration? Because I know people are watching and they might be interested in just getting involved and just doing something, What is the registration process? Just walk us through.
It's very simple. So for us, we market through our social media pages. You can find us on Tobago Island Market on Instagram at Tobago Island Market. You can find us on Facebook at Tobago Island Market. There's a link in our bio there. You click it. It's a simple Google form.
Right.
And of course, our contact is there for persons to get information. We're always available.
Right.
Right? We can be reached at 496-8673. 496-8673. Anytime between 8 and 4. We make the process flexible. We have deadlines on these types of things, but it's very flexible.
Okay.
So for our upcoming markets, we have 2, as you know. I'm very excited to speak about it
Yes.
because it's Christmas themed. So we have our grand Christmas market for persons who are interested. It's taking place on the 9th at the Shore Park Food Hub from 10. And we have lots of things in store. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. So Auntie is running a wonderful promotion where persons could actually participate, play games, win prizes. We have a parang band coming. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And we
That's
also
exciting.
we have such a wide variety of vendors this Christmas. I'm actually really excited. Yeah.
How long has the Tobago Island Market been
In
operation? Yeah.
From 2021.
Oh,
And
so you guys are young.
Yes, you know.
Younger business.
We are young, but we've had, we've had quite a few. I would say maybe about at least 4 to 5 markets a year since then. All sometimes in different locations because we try to keep it, I would say fresh, but we try to make it accessible and always try to listen to our vendors when they ask for new locations or to be more accessible and stuff like that. We take constructive criticism and feedback well, and we apply it, so we go back to the drawing board. Yeah.
Do you see this as a tourism product?
Of course, of course.
Tell me your thoughts about that.
Because I think tourism is so intricate. It's not just, I mean, when you think about visitors coming, what are they coming to see? What are they coming to do? They have to eat. We have persons producing a wide variety of food options.
Right.
Produce. We have persons, for example, at our markets, we have handmade items, novelty items. We have persons that make natural skincare products, persons that make jewelry, persons, so you're going to get quality leather items, handmade leather items, candles, all representing or including a touch of Tobago, Tobago's essence, whether it's the sorrel flavored items for Christmas, the black cake, these different things, particularly around this time, any tourist that comes here, and but a domestic, you know, and participates in our market will get the ideal taste of Tobago.
I love the fact that you said the ideal taste of Tobago, because one of our staples, something that we are world renowned and very much known for, is our cuisine. And most recently, there is this buzz about authentic Tobagonian cuisine, authentic food, the preparation, the natural seasonings, you know, those things. And it's so, it indicates so much to not just that we cook so well, but it indicates our flavor, our rhythm, our consciousness, our history, because it all goes into that. If each village that you visit and you get a taste of what they have to offer, there's something that is unique to that dish. You know, it's a unique flavor that you get.
Yes, it's the Tobago hand. I mean,
Yes.
it can't be replaced. It's a type of cooking that you definitely get in most homes. Our vendors in particular, when they participate in our markets, we always try to look for variety. So we welcome all, but if we don't have it, we'll look around and we'll call for it. Because you come to a market, you need to have that food there. So for example, we have persons doing pigtail, corn soup, you know, the hot dogs, these types of things that you would get, but there are also persons that will be having good cooked food as well on spots.
Yeah.
Because it's the food hub, it provides that luxury.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes persons who are visiting, they compare and they, you know, say, well, okay, I like this because, and they would go into, you know, giving the facts why they like it. But I think it's so vast because with our Creole food, you know, or that cuckoo and that callaloo and that concante and that peony, you know, things like that, tarts, roly-poly, all these things. It's such an experience. I'm actually talking on my mind. I'm trying to keep my mind. I'm trying to stop myself from not saying because I'm talking.
No, but I do understand. I mean, these are things that you're going to see at the market. Certain desserts, the traditional black cake, the pancha creme, these type of things we're gonna have all. Because I paid attention to the vendor registration list, particularly before I came in here. I'm telling you, if you participate, come to this market, support local. If persons come out, they're going to get access to all that type of food you just spoke about. We want to call it soul food, the island food. You're going to have a taste of that. The market on the 9th is our grand Christmas market. So that's where you're going to get the majority of the local items, food, natural care products, everything in between. Yes.
Definitely.
And then we have something fun that I wanted to make sure that you
yes,
talk
please.
about. So on the 16th, after the 9th, so after we have the parang and all these wonderful things on the grand Christmas market, Amplia giving away prizes, fun games, we wanted to make sure that our market encompasses different avenues, not just local items, but we want to give people an avenue to release some of their treasures. So we're having a market. It's called the Grand Treasures Market.
Okay.
And this market, we're going to have a focus placed on thrifting, which, you know what, it's Christmas. People clean. They have new artifacts, little things in their house that they just don't want anymore. This is where you can actually participate, register, and get those treasures off your hands. We are encouraging vendors to barter. We're encouraging them to, you know, have fair prices and, you know, don't leave any stone unturned. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Definitely.
So there's that. And also, we want to make sure we focus on youth entrepreneurship as well. So for our young persons on the island, we have a wonderful special going for them where they can register for just $100. Right? Once they're under 18, they can participate for just $100. And this is something that we hold dear to us because we're youthful ourselves. We're still youthful. I'm gonna take that.
Who gonna tell me I'm not?
Who's gonna tell me no?
Yeah.
And we want to encourage teenagers, even just the younger ones, 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, those who might be into baking. You know, those little ones at school that the mommy give them a cake, they cut it up and sell it as opposed to give it to them. the young entrepreneurs, we want to encourage them to, especially parents, to give their children an early access to this type of business, help them gain business skills, the experience needed, because Tobago is very small. We have to do something before something does us. You know?
Yes, definitely.
We have to take front. We have to encourage young persons to actually do things for themselves and try to earn an honest living.
I love the fact that your inclusion is so important, involving everyone, you know, on every aspect, on every level, no matter where they're at, because you speak on the young people, you speak on there are mid-aged, you know, full men and women who want to get involved, you know, and they have a place.
Everyone
you know, there are
does,
people even much older.
Yes.
And they have a place. And this is so important because we don't want our citizenry to feel, or at least some aspects of our citizenry, to feel as if, okay, this doesn't pertain to me because it's for this particular age, you know, and that sort of thing. And I love the fact that there is so much inclusion.
Yes, thank you. Well, and to be quite fair, Gianna's, I love working with her. She's an absolute genius. And it was actually her idea to make sure that we include the youths and do something for them. And I found it quite important. So we wanted to make sure we place a focus on that, giving them an entire corner of the market. We are encouraging more young persons to come forward. There is still a lot of space in terms of we have a special space for them. So we have the space for the young persons so they can register still. They have more time as that one is on the 16th. So it's 2 days, Grand Christmas Market and the Grand Treasures Market. Grand Christmas Market is on the 9th. Grand Treasures Market is on the 16th.
Right. So just remind us really quickly, just go over those dates again, because I know everyone is looking on.
Yes.
Right. So go over the dates again.
So our Grand Christmas Market is happening at the Shore Park Food Hub on the 9th of December from 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. And our Grand Treasures and Thrift, it's going to have thrift and the young entrepreneurs there. The Grand Treasures Market is on the 16th, same time from 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. What we're going to have is live DJs on site the entire day. So you're shopping in excitement. It's not going to be it's not just the breeze blowing. We're going to actually have a fun time there. And like we said, the market is open to all vendors. Registration is open. You can find it on our Instagram page or our Facebook page at Tobago Island Markets. And you could always give us a call at 496-8673. If you have any questions, we are always available.
And Asabi, it is so wonderful speaking with you as always. I think you're so positive. You know, I feel like a proud aunt. I'm going to say it again because
I feel like a proud niece.
Yes, because I love when you guys do positive things, and you know that. So we want to thank you so much. We wish you so much blessings and success in what you endeavor to do. Thank you for being on Brunch with me today.
All the best to you. I hope that you continue to prosper.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're going to take a break, guys, and we're going to be right back with more Brunch, a Taste of Tobago. But before I take this break, let me just remind you of our trivia question once again. The Kime Museum is sometimes called by another name. What is that name? The answer at the end of the show, so you guys make sure and stay tuned. Book Club is up next, and you guys don't want to miss this one. We're going to be right back with more Brunch, a Taste of Tobago. See you guys soon.
Welcome to Standard, and today we're launching High. It's our newest brand that Standard is launching, and it's where luxury meets affordability. We're very proud of this brand. It's taken some time to get the right collection in place, and we're also going to continue to improve on our collection as time goes by and we listen to our customers more. We've changed our suppliers for this collection to European suppliers, so you're going to get that European finish. We've been very pleased by some of the results that we've been seeing in terms and response to it in the market, and we're so glad to bring it to Tobago and show Tobago what Standard could, grow with them as well.
It's not just about looking good or having materials that are easily cleaned or sustainable materials, because the important thing about this particular collection is that it is quality. It is meant to last, and it lives up to the Standard name about never beating on quality and price. This furniture particularly, especially our outdoor line, which ranges from fiberglass, plastic types of outdoor stools, outdoor chairs, even the outdoor furniture, it is built to last.
That's the importance with High, right? It's not only looking good, it's going to feature things that make your life easier, and it's not too damaging on the pocket. That's important for us.
This furniture fits the lifestyle of Tobago, of the Tobago customer, of the Tobago guest. It is the perfect type of furniture for you.
Full disclosure with the executive every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Tobago Updates. Real questions and honest conversations with the sole aim of keeping you fully in the know. Full disclosure with the executive every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Tobago Updates. The best place to stay in Tobago is at Thorn's Place, with rates starting as low as 200 TT. Call or WhatsApp 745-7306 or 682-8676. We are located uptown Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port. Remember, at Thorn's Place, our aim is to make your stay safe and affordable.
Light up the Christmas with the best fiber. Surf for channels switch to Amplia. Thousands in prizes, plenty smart TVs. 1 year free service and free groceries. We surfing with Amplia. We winning with Amplia. We been drinking with Amplia. We winning with Amplia. Sign up now for 50% off plus a chance to win over $100,000 in prizes. Call 800-4663.
Wait, I don't even have suit and thing for this wedding. Why getting them thing?
Well, of course, my right over there.
Alright, thanks.
The Port Mall, where the varieties are large from your favorite stores, from restaurants to salons and from clothing stores to jewelry stores, located at Sangsas Hill, Scarborough, Tobago. Telephone number is 868-334-6589.
Wow. I didn't expect to see you here. Look good.
Thanks. It's all because of you and Port Mall. But here now, I'm going to tell you, you want to join me?
Yeah, that's okay.
Alright.
Beat the rush and come on down to the Port Mall.
So your car break down
Oh, no, not again.
and you're worried paying a wrecker could mean a pocket breakdown too. But when you're insured with Tatil, no stress.
Yes!
A Tatil motor policy has lots of benefits that protect your pocket, like free roadside assistance. That's free 24/7 every time, as many times as you need. Tatil, where people are people. A member of the Ansa McCall Group.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supply specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Good morning, viewers. Thank you for tuning in with me today. And this is Book Club Corner. I am Jewel Green, and welcome all of you across the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago, wherever you may be viewing and tuning in. This is where we talk to local authors about their books, about their love for the written word and the literary arts. And with us today, we have a very special poet called Emily Bowler, and she's going to talk to us today about her book, and it's called The Inside Out, Upside Down. Welcome, Emily.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Emily is the published author of Inside Out, Upside Down. She's also a reverse poet, and Emily's going to talk to us today about what that is. Yeah, because I've never heard that before. What is reverse poetry?
Reverse poetry is a style of poetry in which you could read it from the top to the bottom and then from the bottom to the top. Some advanced reverse poets even choose to go so far as to palindromes, so you could read it backwards as well, from right to left. And left to right.
I had to ask you because it was burning in my brain. I had to ask before we got into the wine. But this morning we had a very special encounter. We got the opportunity to bounce up Lady Montano, and we want to tell everybody about her book launch. She was here to chat with Brunch host about the book launch that's coming up. And I know that the Tobago Writers Guild, we're going to be there with bells on tomorrow, right? So I want to thank her for that very lovely and gracious invitation, as well as we look forward to speaking with her. And that's Lady Montano with her book, The King of Soca, as well as her son, Marshall Montano. We'll be chatting with them sometime soon in the future. He has a book called Boy Boy and the Magic Drum, and we look forward to having them on Book Club Corner. But before we get any further into this book of reverse poetry, we're going to be getting some wine. You know how we get down on Book Club Corner. We get some wine, and we have some more dashing wine. I don't know if you all remember, we had some dashing wine, that Blue Devil from Irie Roots, my good friend Marlene Sharp. So we have some more dashing wine, and let me tell you, it was so good last time. We're going to do the 5 S's of wine tasting, Emily, where we see the wine. We swirl the wine. We're looking for legs. And if you remember that this wine has some legs, so it's a little sweet, right? And if you like that type of wine, really easy on the palate. And then we sniff the wine. And we sip and savor.
This is lovely. This is really lovely.
It's lovely and strong, guys.
Yes, yes. It's
so get ready for your Christmas stock up on this. This is Blue Devil, right? And this is dashing wine. We're gonna
Wow, this is nice.
This is a good one. This is a good one, Marlene. You did us proud today again.
Thank you for introducing me to that.
You're very welcome.
I'm a beginner wine connoisseur.
Oh, I love to pop the cherries. Today we're talking about your book, Emily. And before we get into the book, you know, I want to ask you, as a young author, a young poet, what made you want to write a book and publish it?
To be honest, it was such a leap of faith for me. It was never really something I planned. It was just one day, you know, I just started getting these poems flowing from me, from inside of me, naturally. And I just thought, you know, I want to share this. I want to share this with the world, because I've personally never seen something like this come out of Tobago. And I think that we lack courage, we lack taking the leap of faith, you know, that kind of thing. So I thought maybe I had to start it. You know, I've never seen reverse poetry in Tobago, and I believe that we have reverse poets in Tobago. They just don't know yet. We just don't know them yet, you know. And maybe I could inspire them with my book.
I love that. I really love that. Y'all, this book is called Inside Out, Upside Down. Right? It's a reverse poetry book, and it's, as you know, we love easy to take with us everywhere books. This book is really nice. It's lightweight, slim, paperback, an easy read, let me tell you. And you can get it on Amazon, or you can contact Emily to get it directly from her. But Emily, when I opened the book and I started to read these poems, because you have a really nice table of contents, I found your use of font interesting. Before I get into the graphics that you have here with your poems, tell me about your font choice, because we don't usually see a lot of books using this font. And this font is a really nice font, guys. Very, very easy to read, easy on the eyes. Why did you choose this font type? Why did you choose this one?
Okay, so personally, I really love the typewriter effect. I love the classic take on poetry and writing in general. So I thought that my book had to convey that, you know? So that's why I chose the typewriter font.
I love it. So
and I love the minimalism with it, you know? It's a really contemporary kind of style. Yeah.
I know what you mean. And it doesn't clash with your outfit. But yeah, I'm complimenting my little... I love this. So this book is about different the different topics, issues, whatever went through your mind, and you wrote it down and then put it together in this book. Tell us about some of the topics that you wrote about. The table of contents has, let me read the table of content to you guys. So it goes upside my head. Look at it this way and that. When you learn to love, body images, if, fluid, people are people, social mysteries, a stranger's thoughts, a bitter reflection, blue monochrome, a debate of the sky, black fur babies, pause, life and death, and index of themes. And we're gonna get to, this index of themes is very interesting. But tell me about the graphics in this book. Is this all you?
Yes, yes. I actually, okay, so maybe not 100% me because I got my inspiration from images on the internet, right? You know, so I am also a part-time artist, a graphic artist, digital and traditional as well. You know, I do a bit of sketching, I do a bit of digital art as well. So I really wanted to do the art for my book as well, right? And I thought again that the typewriter aesthetic with the minimalism, you know, it was a really nice aesthetic to convey my personal style to the world, paired with the poetry as well. You know, it's a really artistic kind of aesthetic.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I really like it. It's the graphics are very they give a modern feel.
Yes, yes.
A very clean, modern feel. And I was tempted, guys, to start coloring because they're so cute. What better than to have a book of poetry and have color therapy right there as well.
Yes, exactly. She's right.
So I kind of love that. I love that you mixed the written word with a graphic. Because I always say, you know, why do adult books never have pictures in them? We like pictures too.
Yes, we do. We do.
Adults
Like
love pictures
visuals.
too. That's why we watch so much movies. Adults love pictures. So when I saw this book and I saw the little cute pictures to the bottom, so easy, clean, as you say, minimalist. I loved it. And a lot of them convey, if you looked at them and then looked at the poem, you're like,
yes,
I see why it's there. I want to congratulate you.
Thank you.
Because not a lot of young authors understand that the writing process is something for them. You know what I mean? It's not just for older persons and when you know later on in life. A lot of young people are writing these days. Tell me about your peer circle. Is it that a lot of persons your age or even in your age group, your friends, are they also writing?
Not a lot of them are interested in writing, to be honest. And those who are tend to be really afraid of coming out. You know, they tend to be really fearful of showcasing their talent. They tend to be very judgmental towards themselves. You know, they critique themselves a bit too harshly. And I think that is a problem.
Yes.
That is a problem.
Really
so I wanted to inspire them. I want to uplift them. You know, I want to empower and encourage them.
Yes.
So that is why I went out there. I just took the leap of faith again. You know, and I just published my book. And they could follow suit.
Last week we had another young author called Shankil and he wrote an autobiography.
Yes.
We have a young author with us as well and she has written a book of reverse poetry. Y'all are just, for me, going out there, I mean, you're taking no prisoners, and I just absolutely love that. I can't tell you how proud I am of both you and the author we had last week, you know, as young persons, writing books, and not just saying, you know, I have a book to publish, but you actually published it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You took that leap of faith, as you say, and you went ahead, you found somebody, and you went and you published it.
Yes.
Emily, tell me about your publishing process. What was it like for you going from having a completed manuscript to getting somebody to your
published book, right? I published it myself. I edited it myself. So as you say, I had a finished manuscript. I knew I wanted it published. I personally didn't know any local publishers who I could trust, you know? I really didn't know. I wasn't out there at all. I was just, you know, that type of introverted writer who didn't know anything. I didn't know anyone. So I took it upon myself, right? So I got on there, I got on the internet. I learned that Amazon has a self-publishing section on their website,
KDP.
the Amazon KDP,
Yes.
the Kindle Direct Publishing, right?
That's right.
So I went ahead, I made an account, I read the FAQ and everything, I learned everything. They actually guide you on how to create your manuscript in such a way that it would be print-worthy, right? So I followed their guidelines and everything, and that is how I designed my cover and the graphics and everything. I made sure it was within the lines and everything went smoothly.
So they give you a guide, a
Yes.
margin guide,
Yes.
so that you have the bleed lines for the binding of your
Yes.
book, and beautiful. I really love that you took your time to do your research.
Yes, yeah.
Tell me about the ISBN number. When you went on KDP and you published, what was the process with the ISBN number?
Okay, so Amazon actually assigns a free ISBN number to you as a self-published author. That is the only ISBN that you could find on the internet. You know, it's a very unique ISBN number, only compatible with Amazon. So it's very exclusive. It's a very exclusive
Right.
ISBN number. Yeah.
Okay. And guys, for those out there who are wondering, what is this ISBN number? What are you talking about? An ISBN number is a code that's assigned to your book once it's going to be published, right? Once it's being published, they assign a number to it. It's a unique number. It's 15 numbers all together in the code. It used to be 13, it's 15 now, but they assign this number to your book, and that gives, you know, all the information once they scan that code. So that ISBN number tells them who has the rights to that book, who has written that book, co-authored, if there's a co-author, how many it gives them all the information, soft, hard copy, whatever. It tells them everything about your book. So you must have an ISBN number if you're going to be producing a book. This morning, around 7, I had a Zoom call with a group of women from all over the world, from Cameroon, West Africa, Trinidad and Tobago as well, a few from there, Barbados. It was just a lot of, a wide range of women. And we were talking about that same ISBN number. I want to put some focus on it, and I'll tell you why. I had an author that I am doing some marketing for, and she was explaining to me the issues she experienced with a publisher who applied for an ISBN number for her, and it's the publisher's number. The book now is attached to the publisher.
Oh dear.
Yes. And I'm saying that to let you all know out there, guys, girls, publishing, please make sure that your ISBN number belongs to you, right? Amazon gives you an ISBN number and they don't give you any problems to make sure it is yours, right? And if you go through a third party and they get it from Amazon, you know, it can all be sorted out. But please make sure that that ISBN number is yours. It is on your name, because the rights to your book will not be yours. It will be to whoever owns that ISBN number that's attached to your book. We're going on a quick break, and Emily and I are going to keep chatting, but we're going to be back in a few minutes to continue talking about this reverse poetry. See you in a few.
so your car break down.
Oh, no, not again.
And you're worried paying a wrecker could mean a pocket breakdown too. But when you're insured with Tatil, no stress.
Yes!
A Tatil motor policy has lots of benefits that protect your pocket, like free roadside assistance. That's free 24/7 every time, as many times as you need. Tatil, where people are people. A member of the Ansa McAl Group.
Good morning, good morning, put a smile on your
Welcome back to Book Club Corner, where we chat with local authors every Wednesday about the love for the written word, their books, and the literary arts. Listen, the literary arts is such a deep pool. When you get in there, there is no end to what you can discover, what you can find, and what you can chill and chat and sip about. I tell you, it's a lot of information out there. And we're here today with Emily Bowler, a reverse poet, talking about her book, Inside Out, Upside Down. And reverse poetry, as Emily explained, is that you can read the poem from the bottom up and left to right, right to left. Yes, is that what it means?
Not all the time. The right to left and left and right is a palindromic style.
Right.
That is not
what
that
did you
common.
say it was? Please tell them.
Palindromic style.
Listen,
Yeah.
guys, she knows her stuff. She knows her stuff.
Yeah, so a palindrome is a word that you can read from left to right and right to left.
Yes, like level.
Yes, like level.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, and we love palindromes. If you know anything, all our Harry Potter lovers out there, right? That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to drop those nuggets. All our Harry Potter lovers out there, get into it. Y'all know what it's about. I'm hearing somebody cheering me on. Emily, when you come to Book Club Corner, you have to read to us. We love to be read aloud too. And Emily has found 3 poems. She's going to read page 3 and 4 today, right? So the poem from page 3 and from page 4, she's going to read first, and then she's going to read some more for us. And we're going to chat a little bit more because I have something I want to ask you about. When I read this particular poem, I said,
oh, the anticipation.
I pull out my detective hat when I read it, right? So we're going to get into that. So let me get comfy. You ready, Emily?
Yes, I am.
Please take us away.
Okay, so in this book, right, I have paired each poem with a small quote, a little quote to accompany it and kind of give the reader an insight to what the following poem is going to be about, right? So this poem is entitled Look at It This Way and the Other. This is the quote. As you get older and you grow, you realize you don't know how much you don't know. Broaden the mind so once in a while someone can drop a thought that's probably worth your while, right? So this quote is encouraging the reader to broaden their mind. And that is what this reverse poem is about. So from top to bottom, look at the world only one way. You can't possibly see it in another perspective because you can only focus on your view. Whatever you do, don't broaden your mind. It wouldn't distract you if you just concern yourself with yourself. You simply can't and shouldn't look at the world in another way. So from top to bottom, you see a very closed-minded perspective where the person really doesn't want to see anything from any other perspective. They just want to think about themselves only. Right? It's very selfish. And then from bottom to top, look at the world in another way. You simply can't and shouldn't just concern yourself with yourself. It wouldn't distract you if you broaden your mind. Whatever you do, don't focus only on your view. because you can see it in another perspective. You can't possibly look at the world in only one way. And then accompanying it, we have the picture of an owl. I don't know if, if we
they
can
can
see it.
barely see it, but
Yeah, there's a
this
little owl. This particular owl is really famous for looking upside down, you know, because he likes to see the world in another perspective. That's what they like to do. So that is why I chose this graphic.
That's what we call in the Caribbean, he fast. Is somebody he there macoing?
Probably, probably.
Right? He looked like a very curious fella.
And he's judging.
Yeah, he looks like a curious fella. You know, what's going on over there? What are they doing over there? I love this poem. The idea of reverse poetry, it's so intriguing to me.
The duality.
Yes.
Yes.
You're reading the poem from the top, the normal flow of words, from the top to the bottom. And then when you read it back from you get another poem.
Yes, basically.
So you literally have two poems in this one poem. And then poetry as it is can now be interpreted in so many varied ways.
Exactly.
So, wow, let me tell you, this is the first I have heard of reverse poetry, but this is intriguing. How did you hone your skill or even know that you had a skill for reverse poetry? How did you first hear about it?
That is a good question. So basically what happened is that I became aware of this poem. I randomly saw it on Instagram, I think. It was called Pretty Ugly. And I read it from the top to the bottom. It was talking about how ugly this person is, how ugly she views herself. And then from the bottom to the top, it shows how much she appreciates how she looks. And it really inspired me. It really inspired me to write my own.
Yes.
So that is actually the second poem I'm going to read. The very first poem I attempted. And it's very powerful, you know, it's very powerful. So I'm going to go ahead and read that one.
Yes, please. I'm getting comfy again. Emily, take it away.
Right, so the accompanying quote for this one.
What page we on?
We are on page 1, by the way.
Let me get myself on page 1. Go ahead.
Right, so if you want happiness within you, you've got to learn contentment. Desire more if you may, but be thankful for what you are today. And then the poem, Upside My Head. This is the very first one I attempted, guys. I hate my life now, and nothing can make me believe that my life is good enough. I know now that money and status defines worth, and it is untrue that kindness and compassion is worth something. Life means nothing now, and no one will ever hear me say again that I am happy and I made my life worthwhile. Very negative, very depressive. Everyone, when I shared this poem, everyone was going, Emily, are you okay? What's wrong? But then I said, read it from the bottom to the top, guys.
Yes.
Right, so upside down now. I made my life worthwhile, and I am happy. And no one will ever hear me say again that life means nothing now. Kindness and compassion is worth something. And it is untrue that money and status defines worth. I know now that my life is good enough, and nothing can make me believe that I hate my life now.
Emily, this is so precious. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. This is amazing. It's like magic. She wrote magic. She did the poem and then she undid it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm really glad that you like it.
I really love that one. Let me tell you, there's one in the back here. Page 27.
27.
A debate of the sky. She says, oh, that one. She knows.
Yes, I know which one it is.
Yes, she said, oh, that one. Yes, a debate of the sky. Could you the first part of that? And let's talk about...
The first stanza?
Yes, the first stanza. And let me ask you a question about this, please.
Okay, so first stanza. The light of the sun is second to none. It's utter poppycock to say or think the moon is the lovely one. I actually have no reason. So while I was writing these reverse poems, it's coming to me.
Yes.
And the celestial bodies have always been interesting to me. So they naturally came to me as well. You know, I was just thinking about how people compare the moon and the sun, and there's so much contrast between light and darkness, and I couldn't help but write one about them. You know,
it's so true, because we do a lot of studying astrology, the sun, the moon, the stars, mostly the moon and the stars, right? Whether it's full moon, quarter moon, when to cut your hair, when to plant, all sorts of different things. There's a whole almanac, the farmer's almanac, right? That is looking at the movement of the moon. But I have not heard them talking about the sun.
Exactly.
And this part of the poem, when I read it, I said, huh. I said, you know, maybe I could see how lovely the sun is if I could even look at it. If I could glimpse it, maybe I would see its loveliness. But it's just, we take it for granted that what we are able to see, because we can't really look at the sun, right?
Yes,
it's too bright.
exactly.
We usually be able to see a sunset or an early morning sunrise.
So it's like it burns so bright, it's overlooked.
Yes, when it's in its full glory, I mean, you can't look at it. So how can you compare? You know, when it's in its full glory, compared to the moon, when the moon is in its full glory, you can only see them, only see the moon when it's in its full glory. So I was like, you know, that is so true. And she said it's utter poppycock, people.
Yeah, so this poem was actually, it's like the moon and the sun are arguing with each other. You know, they're like, who is the better one? You know, people can actually look at the moon.
Yes.
Nobody can look at the sun. Who cares, right?
This is what,
and
like
that's what the quote. That's what the quote is about, actually. I think the moon is in love with the sun, but she's also a little jealous. But what if the sun is actually the one who burns because he's envious? What if?
Y'all, get into this book. Get into this book. This reverse poetry is intriguing. It's mind-blowing. It's giving you so many perspectives in one poem. In one poem, we're able to pick out so much. And I was so blown away when I read this one. I mean, I'm not even going to read the rest, right? Emily's not going to read the rest for you. Get the book. It's called Inside Out, Upside Down, and you can get this book on Amazon, or you can call Emily. We're going to share her number on our Facebook page, our Instagram account, and you can find her on Instagram. She's emilybola.tt, right?
Yes, yeah, emilybola.tt.
Right, and you can find her on Instagram and get a copy of the book. Lightweight, easy to take around with you, put in your handbag, hold in your hand as you're going through customs, as you're traveling, as you're up and down in Tobago, you know, as you're chilling. An easy read, easy read. But let me just tell you, right? Make sure you don't dog-ears the book, because I read this book like 3 times, and it have a little dog-ears in the top here. Try and be kind to your books, guys. Guys, we're out of time, but I want to thank you for tuning in with us today. Today on a Wednesday, every Wednesday at 11, we talk to a local author about their books, about the literary arts, their love for the written word. And today we had with us the lovely Emily Bola. We want to thank Emily for being here with us today. Thank you, Emily. And for sipping some Blue Devil with us, right? As we talked about your poetry. You all get this book? I can't tell you enough. Get this book, Inside Out, Upside Down, and it's only, Emily, tell them how much your book is.
It is only $85 TT dollars. Only 85.
85. Come on, guys, let's support local, and beyond that, let's support the young writers. Emily, thank you for being here with us again.
And thank you for having me so much.
Welcome.
Cheers to that.
You all enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next week, Wednesday, on Book Club Corner.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can't beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Jimmy's Holiday Resorts has 1, 2, and 3 bedroom, fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars, and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments, complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV, and a pool, and a mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch number 1, the building formerly occupied by Costa. Our grant and electrical inspectorate services can be accessed at number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, building 1 and 2.
Wait, I don't even have suit and thing for this wedding. Why getting them thing?
Well, the port my right over there.
Alright, thanks.
The Port Mall, where the varieties are large from your favorite stores, from restaurants to salons and from clothing stores to jewelry stores, located at Sanctus Hill, Scarborough, Tobago. Telephone number is 868-334-6589.
Wow. I didn't expect to see you here. Look good.
Thanks. It's all because of you and Portmore. But here now I'm going to tell you, you want to join me?
Yeah, that's okay.
All right.
Beat the rush and come on down to the Port Mall.
Standard, and today we're launching High. It's our newest brand that Standard is launching, and it's where luxury meets affordability. We're very proud of this brand. It's taken some time to get the right collection in place, and we're also going to continue to improve on our collection as time goes by and we listen to our customers more. We've changed our suppliers for this collection to European suppliers, so you're going to get that European finish. We've been very pleased by some of the results that we've been seeing in response to it in the market, and we're so glad to bring it to Tobago and show Tobago what Standard could, grow with them as well.
It's not just about looking good or having materials that are easily cleaned or sustainable materials, because the important thing about this particular collection is that it is quality. It is meant to last, and it lives up to the Standard name about never beating on quality and price. This furniture particularly, especially our outdoor line, which ranges from fiberglass, plastic types of outdoor stools, outdoor chairs, even the outdoor furniture, it is built to last.
That's the importance with High, right? It's not only looking good, it's going to feature things that make your life easier, and it's not too damaging on the pocket. That's important for us.
This furniture fits the lifestyle of Tobago, of the Tobago customer, of the Tobago guest. It is the perfect type of furniture for you.
Good morning, good morning, put a smile on your...
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Inner Health, number 13B, Portmore, Scarborough, Tobago. With over 25 years experience, offering services in and not limited to microscopic blood analysis, reflexology, and the sale of a wide range of organic herbal products used to supplement thyroid, lymphatic, heart, kidney, and brain health, and the male and female reproductive systems. Come and chat with us. Remember, your health is your wealth.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Jimmy's Holiday Resorts has 1, 2, and 3 bedroom, fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars, and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments, complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV, and a pool, and a mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home. Full disclosure with the executive every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Tobago Updates. Real questions and honest conversations with the sole aim of keeping you fully in the know. Full disclosure with the executive every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Tobago Updates.
But this place so boring enough. We don't even do nothing. Let me go somewhere now.
I really want some new things, yes? Then look no further. Portmore is the place for you.
Oh, really?
Yes. You can have anything that your heart desires. Take a look for yourselves. A world of endless opportunities. Feeling hungry? Get something to eat. Books and stationeries, games, and much more. Portmore, the island's beat.
Mamai Lakai Home Services. We specialize in cleaning of carpets and rugs, mattresses, living room and dining room sets, vehicle detailing, cleaning and sanitizing of homes and commercial spaces. We also do landscaping and tree cutting, pressure and power washing, floor care, fumigating and air purifying. You can also call us for professional painting services, babysitting and adult sitting. Call us now 333-4430 at Mamai Lakai Home Services. We take cleaning to another level.
You know, one of the things that I love about the show, I just love the fact that we got to speak to so many people, so many cross sections. And thank you so much to Jewel Green George this morning for our book club corner. Thank you for, you know, highlighting the sons and daughters in the literary space. And of course, we have my next guest, who is no stranger to Brunch, A Taste of Tobago. You see his head poking through right now. Dr. McSween joins us today on Brunch, A Taste of Tobago. And we are going to be speaking on chiropractic adjustments. Now, we usually talk about it. We have been through so much together on this show, but we've never actually seen it done before. Right. And that is what makes today so special. The thing about it is that, you know, a lot of people talk, you know, the talk is cheap, as people say. Yes. And so just listening and hearing the explanations and showing the x-rays could be judged as not enough still for some people who are really skeptical or hesitant, as the case might be. Right. So it's so good that we can show what we're speaking about.
Show the actual art of the practice of chiropractic.
Definitely. And how important, because I cannot stress enough how important it is to get to your chiropractor, get your x-rays, get the services done.
Absolutely important, because without the x-rays, of course, the chiropractor can't do anything, can't work on you. If you go to a chiropractor and do not have x-rays, you're in trouble.
Yes, definitely.
And of course, we're going to see the x-rays. We're going to show how I have to analyze the x-rays before I put my hands on the patient.
Right. And we have a live viewing of that today. Chiropractic care and adjustments, the do's and the don'ts, which is so important, because there are so many persons who are claiming to be, you know, healers and physicians and that sort of thing,
and chiropractors.
And chiropractors. And, you know, basically the buzz is on social media. Yes. A lot of that influences our decisions. Right. So we have to have the right information in order to make an informed choice.
Actually, I saw a guy yesterday with a hammer and a chisel on a patient's back. I thought it was crazy.
Yeah.
And he's actually pounding in the patient's back.
Yeah.
That's not chiropractic at all.
Yeah. And you know, one of the things that I actually love is the fact that we get to visit this type of conversation. Yes. Building awareness is so important. We need to kind of move away and break away from the culture. You know, a lot of people don't want to go.
What we heard about.
Yeah.
What we feel and that kind of
thing. Yeah, and a lot of people don't like going to any practitioner, any medical practitioner of any kind.
Yes.
So we wait, and it gets so bad. And then we hobble in,
bend over
to the door.
Can't get up like my patient who's gonna come in here. Feel like the whole world spinning around her. Thursday she came into my office. She wanted to die. I put her on the table to lie down and oh God, and like, oh no, she started crying. Oh,
Yes, there was a whole vibe.
I say, you'll be okay, you'll be okay. Now she can get to bed easy, she can sleep better, and so forth.
All right. So you guys are hearing all the laughter in the background. It's so much pandemonium here on the Brunch show. And, you know, I'm going to give Dr. Mark the opportunity to introduce the next guest that is coming to join us, who is actually going to
be on the table,
and
be adjusted. I'm going to check her. She was with me yesterday because of her condition she has had previously.
Right.
And so I asked her to come in, and she's here with us.
Okay. So at this point in time, we're going to invite...
We're going to invite Mrs. Laville.
Mrs. Laville.
Mrs. Lisa Arthur Laville.
Okay, so Lisa is joining us.
Yeah.
And we're going to undergo, or we're going to at least see, let's put the actions to explanations that we get usually on the show.
Yeah,
all right, so so this is your thing. Let me hold the glasses for you.
Thank you.
All right, so this is your thing. I'm going to let you do what you do.
Okay.
So what do we start off with?
Lisa is going to come on the table.
All right, so Lisa, you come this way.
And previously,
just a minor adjustment here, guys. And Lisa is going to do the needful. She's so helpful, right? So, Dr. Mark, take us through.
Yeah, now, when Lisa came into me, I mean, she called me in Trinidad and said she wanted to see me.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a reason for that. She had a back problem. And when I came up, I saw on my off day again.
Yes.
Because I had to. Her condition was kind of grave. And she came. I adjusted her the first day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a kind of on a trip for you,
yes, it was.
Lisa. And her complaints was some severe complaints. And so she'll get on my table and I'll show what I do as a chiropractor. Now we have the x-rays, so I want to go through the x-rays and see what I am doing.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
So in the meantime,
now, before she gets on the table,
position,
I want to show you something she could not have done before.
Right.
Sit on the table. Lie down on the table. Just lie down. On your back.
Okay,
Could you have done that before?
This was a challenge.
Oh, man. I'll have to hold her, and she'd be like the whole world is spinning.
Yes.
You know, now she can do that. Now get up off the table. No, the wrong way. The wrong way. Right. She couldn't do that before.
Lisa, don't make Dr. Maxwell buffet every day on this show.
She couldn't do that before. Now she can.
Right.
Now she knows how to get on the table correctly. So you get on the table the correct way, Lisa.
Okay, so there's
that's the correct
technique.
Right. Lie face down for me. Drop your hands.
And this is the posture that she should have.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, when I start adjusting my patients, first I try to even them off on the table. So relax, Lisa. And I normally would do this to see how the spine is.
Right.
Now, when I pull on Lisa's leg like this, you would see that the left leg is short. Did you see that?
Yes, I
When
see
you
a
look at
slight
it-
difference.
Right, I want you to look at it. And you see, left leg is short. I'm going to touch her leg. And it's going to become longer.
Oh.
Do you see that?
Yeah, I see it. I see
All
the
right,
difference.
I'm going to touch it like that again. And it's going to become short again. So I know this hip has a problem.
Right.
Right, I can make this leg shorter. I just challenge the leg. And it becomes much shorter. I can bring it down. And it comes to the normal size.
Right.
You see that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the first thing I do is, when I started giving Lisa care, I had to analyze the neck. So from the x-rays, I have to get into her cervical spine.
Right.
So Lisa, turn on the table now for me, on your back as you normally would. All the way. Good. Now she's on the table. Go down a bit for me, Lisa. Right there. Right. And I would check the neck. Check both sides. And all the place. So yesterday, remember I just started giving her care.
Yes.
Now I'm going to adjust the neck.
Okay.
Now I've seen the x-rays. I have been analyzing the x-rays since last month, Lisa. Go down a bit more for me, Lisa.
So this is the
Right there.
Right here?
Yes. Now, there's another x-ray for Lisa. Right? Right,
This
that's
one,
right. So when I look at this x-ray, I'm looking at up in the cervical spine. I'm looking at from C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, T1, and T2. So the first thing I'm going to do is to check C2. C2 is axis, which is right on the atlas. It's rotated right. So I'm going to go into C1 and C2, and I'm going to move C1. So C1 and C2, they're fine, because I saw it yesterday.
Right.
And now I'm going to go at the base of her neck and get into C7 and T1. No, you didn't hear any cracking?
No, I was listening.
Right, so those
I
boards,
didn't hear.
I did put them back yesterday.
Right.
And I'm going to go into C7, T1. And there's a slight movement here. Slight movement. You didn't hear anything.
No, I didn't.
So the neck is adjusted.
Right.
Now, Lisa, get straight up. She couldn't do that before. Because if she did, she'd be in trouble. Right, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay.
So what's the next step?
I'm going into
next
her lower
position?
back. So we're going to look at the other x-ray of her lower back and lumbosacral spine.
Right.
And I'm going to get into two particular bones that usually tend to move, which is L5 and L4. L3 is a compensation subluxation, and L2 is a compensation subluxation. But the problem basically is down in the lower back there at L4 and L5. So Lisa, get back on the table the correct way. Now all this we're going through here, she couldn't do that before now.
Yes.
Now I have just checked the neck, and the leg should be even. You see that?
Wow. Yes.
All right, now I'm going to hit the leg. Just a little bit. So the hip is out a bit. So Lisa, you're going to face me like you normally do. Come towards me. Come down a bit on the table. Right. Stay on your side. Give me your hands. You relax. Don't help me, Lisa. Okay. Bend this leg for me. Now, if I adjust this hip on Lisa, this side, no, don't move, Lisa. You stay exactly, you wouldn't fall. I right here. You know I'm pretty strong. All right? Give me your hands. Just give me your hands, relax. On your belly.
Right. So
On your
walk
belly.
us through what
I just did
happened
is
there.
I moved slightly because I said I adjusted it yesterday. L4 and L5. Now all this she's doing here, she couldn't do before, eh?
Right, like moving
It's
and
trouble.
adjusting on her own, yes.
Okay. Now, you didn't hear any set of cracks.
No, I didn't.
Right, like the first reel we had when we started this thing. So I'm gonna pull on her legs. Relax, Lisa. Legs are even.
Oh, yes.
Right, now if I challenge her leg, if it's not even, it should go back up. Didn't go back up.
Right.
If I challenge the leg again, it should get longer. It didn't. So
It's even.
it's even. One of the things I usually tell my patient is that before you get off your bed, turn on your back. Turn on your back, Lisa.
So she's able to turn.
Oh yes,
her
oh yes. She is red trouble.
So that's progress.
Oh my God, she's red trouble doing that. Right?
That's progress.
A day she nearly made me cry. All right, so I pull this leg up, Lisa. Hold your knee, pull it towards you. And I say, before you get off your bed, stretch your lower back a bit and your hamstring. So she's gonna count 10, and she's bringing this down, bring this one up. She's gonna count 10, put it down, and she's gonna bring up both legs. Hold your knees, Lisa.
And hold, yes.
Good. Put your legs down. Every morning and in the evening before she retires. Now, if I told Lisa before to get up like this is trouble. Get up the bad way, Lisa. I'm here, you're not gonna fall. Now she can get up.
Right.
She couldn't do that before. And she's near to perfect now. All right?
So how do you feel, Lisa? You feel, you know, because you have more range of movement. Now, how does that feel for you?
It feels quite, it's different. You can tell that something has happened.
Right.
Before, my head used to feel, well, other than the dizziness, extreme. And this is not just like dizziness that you're walking and just, this was a rotation. I could actually count the number of circles that rotation would make. Right. By the third day, that had stopped. The third adjustment. My brain, it seems like if blood was flowing to my brain. My stomach issues eased. I was having pains in my heels, my knees, my ankles were swelling, and all of that has subsided.
And you had a problem breathing too?
Yes.
The first day, I just knew you couldn't breathe better. So, wait a minute, I can breathe. I can breathe. So chiropractic is just what you saw. You know, it's not like a Mack truck hitting you, but you must analyze those x-rays to do what I just did. I could not put my hands on Lisa if I didn't have those x-rays.
Yes. Because you have to be guided on what needs to be fixed. So
And the
if you could
x-rays?
stand
The x-rays guide you.
just so we could see, because she looks so much more comfortable now. You know, so much more, you know, I mean, the range of movement is definitely increasing.
Yeah, because it affected even how I walk to go, like I have my own business, and so even to go into do clinicals, I couldn't go into attend to clients.
Right.
I would be taking painkillers to go to do a massage or facial. Even my events jobs, I had to back down because it was painful to execute. Every joint was hurting, not recognizing that it was relating to my spine. Yeah.
And when did you start visiting my good friend, Dr.
On the
Mack
29th of October.
29th of October.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a month.
Yes, yes, it's a month. And this happened, I came back from a business trip from overseas, and the day after I arrived, everything was fine. This Sunday morning around 1 a.m., I got up and I felt the slight dizziness. It happened again around 6, and then by 10 o'clock, it was a whirlwind. That sent me to my general practitioner. She suspected that there was something wrong with my spine during the COVID period and advised me to get some help, but they wouldn't do x-rays at the hospital. I tried to get it done privately. So I knew that something was up with my neck. But when that dizziness started after that trip in September, it was serious. It was serious. And so I contacted him, got the x-rays done, and the rest is history.
Yeah. And you know, one of the things that I love about Dr. McSween he doesn't do anything without explaining. So it's like, okay, I'm with you every step of the way. And that is what, at the end of the day, that is what you need, because you need that comfort. You need that easy flow of conversation to happen as well, even if you're the patient and you're not the professional here. Just for your peace of mind, you need that flow of conversation.
I remember saying to him that I thought something was growing in the back of my head.
He used to get a pain in the back here.
Right, yeah.
So I thought something was going on here. Now, as a massage therapist, we are not trained to touch bones. We avoid bones in massage therapy. We deal with tissue and muscles and tendons.
Right.
So nothing that I learned from my profession could tell me what was going on there. It's not until he got the x-rays and he explained, okay, you have some movement here and you have some calcium deposit here. Step by step, everything from my head, my neck, my clavicle. He was able to look at the x-ray, and I'm looking at these x-rays and I'm saying I would not have been able, I'm not a professional with bones, so this is like night and day after the treatment.
Now it took some doing now, working with Lisa, because I left Tobago, went back to Trinidad, and she had to come down to Trinidad. She came down to Trinidad. How many days I saw you in Trinidad? 3 days. So 3 days she came back up. So she is much improved. And now I've seen her since I came back. She's like 90%, 95% good.
Yeah, and the range, because this is so important, the range of movement. We take so much for granted, because I'm listening to you speak, and basic things, basic movements of our bodies we take for granted until we are compromised.
It comes down on you like a
And then, like I said, we hobbling and we limping, and we coming in to see Dr. Max.
Yeah, well, I'm here. I give you my service.
Yes.
You know, and I tend to feel that I'm pretty good at what I do.
Definitely. I love the fact that you aren't afraid to tackle any topic.
Oh, not at all.
And so there is that what you hear is what you see is what you're going to get, first of all. And what you're going to hear is the truth.
Yes.
And we need, as patients, as clients, we need that comfort.
And I mean, I appreciate my doctor, because it means that she has studied what compromised spinal issues can cause in the long run.
Right.
So she directed me. And as I said to him, I used to look at him for years on the previous station and here. And it's because of him I stopped using regular pillows. I would go to the baby pillow. Now I'm on a towel girl. He has me sleeping on a towel.
Yes.
But it feels good because of the issue that I have.
Right.
So at the end of the day, if you have to go get the x-rays, you need to go get them. It's important.
Definitely.
Because that explains to you, you're able to see and identify with what's going on.
Yeah, one of the things that you must understand too is Lisa has what is referred to as cervical spondylosis. She has lost some of the curve in her neck, and the bones have moved. And there's a bit of some osteophytes here and there. But the real issue there is the movement of those vertebral bodies. And they move, they rotate, they go posterior sometimes, and it's trouble.
Definitely. And we always love having you, but we are out of
Hey, thank you very much. I'll be back next month.
Yes, so we thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Welcome.
Lisa. You're an awesome patient today. Thank you for your debut on Brunch, A Taste of Tobago.
She's a good patient,
Yes.
trust me. Not a lot of patients like that.
Yes.
They feel a little good and they're going to do the wrong thing. I tell her, listen, don't go down in the craters we have in the roads there. Don't go over the bumps.
Yes. So we thank you so much, Dr. Mark. Always a pleasure. We're going to take a break. We're going to be right back, guys, with more Brunch, A Taste of Tobago. Please stay with us. Do not go anywhere. You know I love you, and I thank you for staying. So we're going to be right back with more Brunch, A Taste of Tobago. Stay.
The best place to stay in Tobago is at Thorn's Place, with rates starting as low as 200 TT. Call or WhatsApp 745-7306 or 682-8676. We are located uptown Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port. Remember, at Thorn's Place, our aim is to make your stay safe and affordable.
Light up the Christmas with the best fiber. Surfboard channel switch to
suffering with Amplia. We winning with Amplia. We been drinking with Amplia. We winning with Amplia. Sign up now for 50% off plus a chance to win over $100,000 in prizes. Call 800-4663.
Wait, I don't even have suit and thing for this wedding. Why getting them things?
Pull a port my right over there.
Alright, thanks.
The Port Mall, where the varieties are large from your favorites, from restaurants to salons and from clothing stores to jewelry stores, located at Sanxatil, Scarborough, Tobago. Telephone number is 868-334-6589.
Wow. I didn't expect to see you here. Look good.
Thanks. It's all because of you and Portmore. But here now, I'm going to tell you, you want to join me?
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Beat the rush and come on down to the Port Mall.
This Christmas we celebrate it. Cause B-Mobile, they come in with rating. So brace yourself for plenty prices. Cause this season will be done nice. It's the most deals and the most vibes and the most cars and the most price. The most giveaways, the most parade. Having a Christmas season with B-Mobile. I want a Christmas season with B-Mobile. Bring the sorrel and we toast to a Merry Christmas. Having a Christmas season with B-Mobile.
Top up, buy a plan, sign up or pay your bills. Enjoy the best Trinbago Christmas. B-Mobile. Life is on.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch number 1, the building formerly occupied by Coastal. Our grand electrical accessed at number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, building 1 and 2.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supply specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
This Christmas, speed is on us. Get up to 300 megabits per second of speed with our new Link Up Plus plan. Enjoy more speed, more channels, and free streaming for less. Plus, introducing Link Up More with up to 1 gig download speed. Download, stream, video calls, share memes, and more. Get free installation when you sign up in-store or online today at discoverflow.co.
Wait, I do even have suit and thing for this wedding. Why getting them things?
Call the Portman right over there.
Alright, thanks.
The Port Mall, where the varieties are large from your favorite stores, from restaurants to salons and from clothing stores to jewelry stores, located at Sanctus Hill, Scarborough, Tobago. Telephone number is 868-334-6589.
Wow. I didn't expect to see you here. Look good.
Thanks. It's all because I want Portman. But here now I'm going to tell you, you want to join me?
Yeah, that's okay.
Alright.
Beat the rush and come on down to the Port Mall.
With Brunch, A Taste of Tobago. I want to thank you so much, my kings and my queens, for staying with us, for being a part of what we do here on Brunch, A Taste of Tobago. Thank you to management and staff. Thank you to my wonderful technical crew. You guys are definitely doing the most. And I thank you so much for being a part of what we do. You know, it gives me great pleasure to say that I really enjoyed having you. I really enjoyed you inviting me into your homes. Thank you for all the guests who graced the brunch set today. And we wish you nothing but peace, love, and light. Of course, before I leave you, let me just revisit our trivia question. The question is, the Kimi Museum is sometimes called by another name. What is that name? Okay, so I guess nobody got that. So the answer is, drum roll please, dun, 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 dun. It's called the Castle. That is the name, the Castle. And you know, just give me a few moments to just enlighten you a bit. I love these trivia answers and information. The Kimi Museum of Art and Sculpture hosts larger-than-life sculptures made from oak, cedar, lime, cypress, and bronze, depicting perfect portraits of beautiful Tobagonians. So just a bit of info for you. And you know, we love the fact that we get to highlight and we get to inspire you. We're hoping that we put some love and some light to your day and that you're just a bit lighter from looking on at us on Brunch here, A Taste of Tobago. So in the meantime, I am your host, JW Moore, also known as J Soul, and I will see you next time on Brunch, A Taste of Tobago. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.